that has remained consistent is my stories of America. Moving back here has been a bit of it, a little bit of a culture shock, and I thought it would only be best we would explore and explain some of this culture in my latest video series idea. Hello there and welcome to the first in hopefully many entries of this new series idea. In this series is a very simple premise. We will be trying American cuisine. Of course, we are using the word cuisine quite loosely here. The basis of this series, or sort of the main idea, is that I would try food that I've never had before, because I've been living overseas that can be pretty much commonly available to the American populace. Can I use any more bigger words to make myself sound smarter? So, let's start off with this series with a bang. I have a very popular food item from a very popular company. I think that this company, I'm just grabbing the box, I think that this company has to be at least somewhat responsible for Americans' growing obesity epidemic here. Maybe by at least 1 or 2%, and that is, well, if I show the box, I will also reveal the food. So our first food we are trying is the Twinkie. There are many legends, myths, I believe there's an entire religious group around these food, okay. I've never had Twinkies myself, however I know they were quite popular. I gotta say, it's not often that I recognize this, but I actually like the sound of the taps on the box. So, Twinkies are made by the brand Hostess. They have this cute little mascot here. Probably the most American thing I've seen in a long time. A Twinkie in cowboy boots called the Kid. Okay. Appealing to children. Hostess endorses child obesity. Okay. Then on the other side, we can see that these are individually wrapped, which is great, so we can maximize the damage to the environment. So individually wrapped, that's great. Let's just destroy that environment as quickly as we can. And then on the back we have our nutrition. Our serving size is 2 cakes. Okay. We got fat, only 12%. But we all know that fat now is not that bad. Everything's fine until you get to the sugars category. Added sugars is 62%. This thing is basically pure sugar. It would be healthier for you just to spoon pure sugar in your mouth. In fact, the first ingredient they list is sugar and then water. Very nice. And then we also, this is very funny, we have some Hostess merch, because that's what you want to be wearing outside. I would love this Hostess lunch. much as possible in the shortest amount of time, which I think is just great. It's just like, thinning out there are way too many of us here still. So Hostess is really doing us a justice. Alright, let's just crack this baby open and see what we got going on. Never had these before, never seen one before. I've just heard legends. Trying to escape. They are fearful of my review. There you go. So, they are individually wrapped. So, is it just me, or do these not look very appealing? This should not be something that should be made for human consumption. This is like something that escaped from a research lab. But, there it is. You can see at the bottom there is where the filling has been filled in. Filling has been filled in. Okay. So, let's open one of these up and see how these Twinkies taste. Okay. Would you like to smell? It smells like bread with sugar, because that's exactly what this is. It's just bread with a bunch of sugar. Here it is. Whatever. Ew. Oh God. So you can see that it has sort of a golden glow to it, and it's not very much of a looker, and I don't think it's supposed to be. It's meant to be a taster. So, I'm actually really nervous. I feel like as soon as I'm going to eat this, I'm going to explode. Well, let's just dive right in and sorry I moved away from the mic. I need another bite. Well, my initial impressions are probably what you are going to expect. This thing is really sweet. It's almost like I'm feeling my body having a reaction to all of the sugar. Especially the filling inside. The filling inside really threw me off. The breading on the outside is okay. You can tell it's not like real bread, but it's like sugar bread. But the sugar bread is probably the best part. It's the cream filling that throws you off. Yes, so it does have sort of an overwhelmingly sweet taste. I actually feel like I'm getting a headache eating this. So, it's a little too sweet. However, it is very soft. It sort of kind of melts in your mouth a little bit, just a tiny bit, and I think that's a great attribute to have. So, not to sound Twinkies as here, but it looks exactly the same as the first, with all the similar attributes. Here we go. I don't know, it tastes like bread, sort of cheaper bread. It kind of tastes like a sponge, which may sound disgusting, but imagine this sponge just with a bunch of sugar, so I don't know. I'm not really enjoying myself eating this. I don't know in what situation you would want to willingly eat a Twinkie. I think there are just better foods out there. Yeah, it seems like almost with every bite I take, it's getting slightly worse, almost like a build-up. The first bite was a shock bite, then we had a pretty good run, just a little bit. However, now I'm beginning to deteriorate. The sugar is beginning to weigh me down. Would you like the last bite? just thinking what score I could give to the Twinkies. So overall, to conclude my review, upside down, great. I think I would give these Twinkies a 6 out of 10. They're just too sweet. They're a little spongy, and I just think there are better options if you really need a cheaper snack. I don't think Twinkies are gonna be the ones who go for it. Maybe when you're like 3 years old and you have no taste buds, but a 6 out of 10. And that concludes my review of the Twinkies. Let's finish up with this outro. If you have any video ideas at all, let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any foods you want me to try now, since apparently this is a thing, let me know in the comments. I will eat them and I will review them to the best of my ability. Gordon Ramsay could not compare to me. But that's really it for me. I will see you next time. Please rate how you liked this video. Any feedback would be great for me. I will see you next time. Roommate turned on TV in other rooms, so I gotta